Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be testing out the brand new Bonnie gadget. So as you can see on the screen, we already have it unlocked. Literally unlocked it within 2 boxes. So within Bonnie's form, so that's going to be the secondary form, you get to knock back the enemies and deal 300 damage upon hitting them. So just like the old Stu, of course, Bonnie's a part of that trio. So she's kind of taken the ability that Stu used to have with that knockback, and it's going to be pretty good in this form because, of course, she doesn't really have too much range. So before we jump into today's video, make sure you're using the creator code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay, so hopping into the first game then. So one thing to note about these two gadgets, both of them can only be activated in one of its forms. So the other gadget can only be activated in the Clyde's form, and this gadget can only be activated in the Bonnie form. So really interesting. I suppose you can't really get value all of the time out of these gadgets, so maybe that's a good or bad thing. You'll have to let me know what you think about that, because I don't believe there's another brawler like it. Even like Meg, how she switches forms, Surge, you can always use a gadget no matter what form you're in, but with Bonnie it is different. So I don't know if I like that or not, but it is pretty interesting. So I'm going to use my super here to jump on the Gale. Maybe not the best brawler to jump on, but with him pretty weak, I can just burst him down really easily. So I've got my dash right here. I'm going to use it to close the gap onto Stu. That is one thing you want to do the most with this gadget. Didn't really get the best of value there, but when you want to pounce upon an opponent, you definitely want to use that gadget so you can get within range, because as you guys know, that range is so small. It's like an Edgar type of range. It's literally so small. But you'll have to kind of think, like, which form do you think is the weakest? So for me, I think it's got to be the Clyde form. The Clyde form does have some good range, but it is pretty weak when it comes down to actually like DPS and whatnot. I suppose there's weaknesses to both, so again, it can come down to personal preference. This one, we'll have to try it out for sure. So we're going to use our super on the Gale again. He's probably going to use his tornado, but we're able to at least get him down. Still going to heal up just a little bit here, and then look to try and pounce on an opponent. So we can't really break through the walls with this, which is a bit of a bummer, but we're going to use this gadget right now to try and pounce on the Stu. We still get bursted down so quickly because, again, the range is just so bad. So maybe if the dash was a little bit longer, it would be really OP, but they've done a pretty good job balancing this gadget, so it doesn't seem too broken right now. So it looks like we should be able to get the kill on the Stu here. He's going to try and pass it off to the Gale, I imagine. We're able to snipe him down, and we've already got our super again. So we're actually charging our super way quicker than normal. It actually takes me a little bit of a while to get my super sometimes, as they don't like to feed me, but doing a decent job at it so far. So 30 seconds left to try and find a goal. I'm going to try and jump on his tower. She hasn't got any pets left now, so might be able to get it down. She has got a super, so this might be a big bit of a rip. We're just going to jump on her anyways. Should be able to use our dash as well, just because we've got 15 seconds left. We could just use it and hope to score here, so we should be able to get the goal in. So far, I didn't really get the most value out of it, but I can see it having its good uses. So that's going to be the first game right there. Let's hop into the next game. Alright guys, jumping into the next game then. So as you saw in that first game, didn't really get the most value out of it. So this time around, after trying it out for the first time, I'm going to see how I can get the most value out of it. So yeah, one thing about this form that I'm in, I just love the first gadget because this form is so slow. I hate brawlers that are really slow, so any type of movement speed buff I'm going to really enjoy when it comes down to gadgets, start powers, gears, etc, etc. And I just love the rage and the ability to just go faster with the other gadgets. So it's going to be pretty hard for me personally to change off the first gadget, but I'm up to trying it out for sure. So that's going to be a good first goal right there. That's one thing I love about this form as well. So I'm such a tanky sniper, but a lot of the time in Brawl I can actually walk it in, which is absolutely insane for a sniper. So we've got to heal up here, else we're going to get melted if we're going to jump into our Bonnie form. So let's try and heal up as much as possible. Going to look to try and latch on to literally any of these. So we should be able to get the spike down. It's like Meg. We can also use this gadget to jump away from people. So we're going to use that little dash up to try and get the Meg down. Didn't really help us out too much, but I just see like this form as well, just how fast she is, especially with the speed gear. Look how fast I am in this grass, so especially with the ability to dash as well. I can see it being pretty good. So we're going to use the dash right here to try and get into the Jean's face. Didn't really do too much, but you were able to score. So that's going to be another game. Let's hop into the next. All right guys, jumping into the next game. And so one thing I just thought of just quickly there, so the reason why I might not be getting like the most value out of it is because it has that knockback. That's probably the best thing about it, but I just feel like whenever you're close to someone within the Bonnie form, I feel like you're just going to kill them anyways, just because of how quickly you kill with this brawler. It's got to be one of the fastest time to kills throughout the whole game, other than like Egger, for example. It's just, you just obliterate the opponent so quickly that a lot of the time you don't even need the dash back. But maybe you've got no ammo, maybe the enemies are a bit of a counter to you. It might actually help you out. So I'm going to use Perform right here. Don't really need to use it right there because I know I'm going to get the kill on BB. So like I said, I'm just not really getting any, well, complete use out of it. So I'm going to try and heal up here. Maybe you can actually stay in this form a lot longer with the gadget as well. Obviously, you can close the gap on the opponents a lot easier. So it looks like Dennis should be able to get the kill on the BB over there. I'm going to pass this one up. Let's see if we can get a kill onto BB. Okay, nice. So we can get him spawn trap right here. I'm going to use my gadget to knock back the tick, and that's going to just be the nanny absolutely melted. So I don't think I actually keep my super right there. Maybe I should have just used it to try and kick the ball up. Nanny's going to use the head, which should be able to dodge away. Looks like Roller's going to go down. We should be able to get the super off of the BB. That's one good thing about this as well. Tanks just feed your super so easily. So I'm just going to catapult myself in. Going to use my gadget to knock back the BB. And it's going to be an amazing counter to BB. I've just thought of that. So brawlers that you can absolutely counter with a knockback. You know, brawlers like BB, brawlers like Frank. This gadget's going to really help you in that instance. So it's always just good to have a knockback feature, right? So if you know for sure, for say like in draft, if you're facing off against those type of brawlers that you can cancel their super, this gadget can also be like a good like can catch him off guard pretty easily. So it's like Nanny is too shottable, so we're just going to run up to the Nanny. Should be able to take him down. Even with this slow reload speed, we're able just to gun them down. So that should be the kill. Okay, no, I want that next super, so I need to actually heal up here before I jump in, but I should be able to get the kill on literally anyone. That's so broken about Bonnie. I know a lot of pros already raging about her. She's not like completely broken. Maybe she might be as people learn how to use her, but I feel like in a 1v1 scenario, she can pretty much win every single one, even against the likes of Pam. So we're going to jump in on the BB here. Unfortunately, got the ball, but I can just knock back the BB and just completely destroy us. So that should be another win right there. Let's hop into the next game. Alright guys, jumping into the next game. So just assessing the brawlers, which I should be using the gadget up against. It has to be Mortis, right? I've got to use that gadget against Mortis. It will help me in that 1v1 scenario because he gets destroyed by brawlers that knock him back. So it looks like still 3 shots away from our super here. Mortis has his super, and we're really bad against Mortis in this form. So we need to get that super ASAP, else we're going to get destroyed. We get slowed by Crow, unfortunately. 1 shot away from our super. Let's see if we can get it. Looks like we got our super now, but we can't jump in because they're really low HP. We don't want to get taken down straight away, so we're just going to heal up right here. So Roller's going to kill the Mortis, even though Mortis is such a good counter against our entire composition. So I'm going to wait for the Mortis to respawn here. Just going to snap the Crow a few times. I'm going to jump on the Mortis here. Going to use my gadget to knock back both of them. Okay, that completely destroys them. So I can just see even more now when you jump in as a Bonnie. It's going to destroy him. When you spam that gadget, you get the knockback. Maybe it's a little thing that she needs. So like sometimes if you jump in against multiple people, you can get shredded pretty instantly. I'm guessing you guys have learned that the hard way. When you jump in, you think you're invincible, and then everyone saves their ammo and just shreds you. That's one thing you got to obviously be aware of with Bonnie. But with this gadget, maybe you don't have to be as aware. So getting close to our super right here. Let's see if we can snipe the Crow. We're just going to jump up with our range. Mortis is going to try and defenders. We're going to use the knockback on him. That's going to take him down. And okay, no, we can't really wall that in. We'll pass it into Rolo, and that should be a goal right there. So that's going to be another game. Let's hop into the last one. All right, guys, so hopping into the final game here. So trying to rate the gadget out of 10. Honestly, I feel like over time I might get used to it and feel like it's a really good gadget. So right now I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It's not like the complete strongest, but maybe the weaknesses of Bonnie in that form you can actually overcome with this gadget, which I kind of like. I like gadgets that you're able to maneuver, you're able to dash, you're able to get any sort of mobility. It's really fun in Brawl Stars. So we should be able to get the walk in right there. So as I was saying, with walking in the ball as a sniper, it's just so hilarious to me that she's one of the best ball walker-ins, other than the speed. But just a pure tankiness is just absolutely insane. So we're going to pass the ball up here. Probably going to get destroyed by Mortis. Luckily enough, my teammates helped me. I'm going to just jump in here. Looks like the tickhead's probably going to take me down. That's unfortunate, but I feel like Rolo might be in a good position. Okay, no, that tick cycling that head. That is really unfortunate. Probably fed the tick a bit too much, jumping in there. Else we probably could have scored. So need to get 4 more shots to my super. So one thing to note as well is the biggest weakness to Bonnie, I believe, well, Clyde in this form, has to be tanks. Like the DPS, you just shoot so slow. So, of course, you're kind of not helping your biggest weakness in this form by not using the first gadget. It really helps with that DPS, so that's going to be a big bummer if you do decide to actually use this gadget. So I'm going to actually take down the tick here. I'm going to use my gadget to knock back the Gale. Okay, no, completely failed that, but should be able to get away here with my life. Okay, that's a really good super from the Gale. I think it killed me by like an 8 HP margin. I think I was like 580, killed me 588. But we've still got 11 seconds to hold on to the lead here. Pretty much winning every single game, which is really, really good. Should be able to get the Gale down thanks to a slow. He's going to get taken down here and just one more shot away from our super. But Rolo should be able to walk that one in pretty easy. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I did say, of course, there was going to be a tier list today, but Brawl surprised us with a new gadget, so of course I gotta cover that. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think of the gadget in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.